is there a possibility that Himawari gains a new Dojutsu or even like a stronger Byakugan because she now has Kurama?
I would say yes, it's possible. Definitely possible. Mostly because you can kind of see how Kurama's power influences Naruto. Even in his like other forms, like you would have something like base Naruto, right? Obviously, is going to have an influence over him. But then he also has an influence over his Sage mode as well. We saw this during the Pain battle when he has to confront Nagato directly, and he's in that kind of six paths mode, pre six paths mode with the cross shaped pattern in his eyes. So it definitely can interact with certain modes, base, Sage mode. Obviously, I wouldn't call base a mode, but you get my point. So I think it's definitely possible that it could react to Dojutsu. You could take somebody like Momoshiki, okay? When he fuses with Kinshiki, he gains a new Byakugan. People don't think about this, but that golden Byakugan is a thing, and I need to know what that thing is. And you also take a look at Urashiki. He consumes his Rinnegan, and he gains new power, right? And I know he has like a golden Rinnegan, I think, Orochimaru. I'm talking about his actual like normal eyes, not his like third eye, whatever. I'm pretty sure that was golden, right? If I'm recalling correctly. But
Okay,
yeah, so
sure.
yeah, so like that's interesting. I want to know what that is, right? So yeah, potentially if there's some kind of connection between Otsutsuki and Biju and like their heritage, right? I think if you take Kaguya Otsutsuki, she becomes the Ten Tails. Well, how is that even possible? There has to be some kind of like link or tether on the genetic level to even make that possible. Maybe. I'm not sure. It doesn't have to be, but you know, it makes sense to me. So given that they have like some natural affinity, right, with each other, that being Himawari, given that there could be some biological or genetic connection between the Otsutsuki and the Biju, right, the Shinju, the Biju, the Otsutsuki, some shared heritage, and then given the fact that you have of course Himawari's lineage, which is responsible for that, of course, affinity, then yeah, 100%, I can definitely see her getting like some kind of, I don't know, Mangekyo Byakugan or some EMS Byakugan. Something fun like that, I think could be pretty cool. But yeah, just my thoughts.
Yeah, she should definitely get evolution of her Byakugan because, like, if she just got like a amped up Byakugan, what it would be like? She can see across the whole entire Earth or something like that. Give her like some 360 vision where she can see everything and shit. And then I guess she has omnipotence at that point, right? She can see everything that's going on.
A cloak, maybe.
Or Omnivision, I guess.
Omnivision, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Tensegan.
She can see shit like 10 seconds or 15 seconds before they happen and shit like that. It's like give her some ultra fucking hack. But not like on a serious note, like when you guys bring up, I think Mello, you brought up like a Momoshiki when he took in Kinshiki, pause, he got a new Rinnegan. It would be dope as fuck if her and Kurama coming together and her having that affinity gives her like something like that, like a new Dojutsu, like a Rinnegan, or maybe something different. Because it's a different method of her attaining the power or whatever. So I don't know, man. I got high hopes for Himawari just because Kurama said that, you know, just for the simple fact that she's a different type of Jinchuriki. She's not a Jinchuriki that had her Biju sealed into her. Her Biju pretty much manifested inside of hers, which is different than the way Naruto gained Kurama or how any other Biju gained their strength. So hers has to be she has to get a special type of power, maybe something that she manifests on her own. You know, maybe something that she trains for, even though I don't think that's how it's going to happen. But it would be kind of lackluster if she's just like maybe it'll look kind of dope though. She had like a Biju cloak or whatever and just had the Byakugan, my bad. Yeah, losing my train of thought. If she still had the Byakugan and she had like the KCM cloak or whatever, or like her own type of cloak. Mm-hmm. But I kind of like the animalistic way that they're going about it with her. Like how she looked like she's out of control, but she's not out of control. She really has it all content within her, but she still is like a fucking wild ass animal. I like that shit. Like I hope they like grow on that and like keep on going with that type of look, that aesthetic with Himawari. But with the Byakugan, can you imagine like that form that she had that we seen, like the first form that she had, like mixed in with her Byakugan, how dope that would have looked, man.
Yeah. No, I was kind of wanting her to awaken a Jogan as well at some point, because
like she has the other Jogan, like Boruto has one, she has the other one.
Correct. Because I thought it would be pretty cool to take advantage of that. Like, I always ask myself that question: why does he have a Jogan in one eye? That always seemed a little strange to me. And then also, Toneri Otsutsuki strikes me as a very intelligent man. So it was a little odd to me that Toneri would put all of his eggs in one basket, so to speak. So whatever he did to help Boruto manifest his genetic potential, or whatever the case, to awaken the Jogan, I'm wondering if he would have done the same thing to Hinata's daughter. So maybe Boruto was a misdirect. Yes, I'm going to put stock in Boruto. Yes, I'm going to put like X, Y, and Z in Boruto because he has like internal dialogue that he, is talking about Boruto, or at the very least, he's by himself talking about Boruto. So unless he's taking into consideration Shinrigan, somebody is going to eventually hear me talking to myself. So I better speak in some strategic way to blah, blah, blah. That's very intricate. I'm pretty sure he actually did put forth his best effort with Boruto, but at the same time, a contingency plan. So maybe a sleeper is Himawari. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's just like maybe he wasn't like even trying, or like maybe that wasn't his like intent to amplify their daughter. Like maybe it's just a byproduct of what he like planned for Boruto.
Well, I like that. I like that. It could also be that he's responsible for why she has Kurama to begin with. Like maybe he did something to where if something happened to Kurama, he would migrate to Himawari's body before whatever happened to him in the manga. Because I'm pretty sure they go off the same continuity in regards to what happened to Toneri. I guess I don't even know if Toneri's canon in the manga, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bean, but hopefully he got sealed away, unfortunately. But hopefully that's what happens. A lot of
people weren't canon; they're canon now to the manga. Like I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I think anybody who's canon to the anime is canon to the manga, in my opinion.
They appear sometime down the line.
Who's better, Jigen or Ishiki? Really quick.
As a character, just because we have more of Jigen, I'm gonna have to go with Jigen.
Yeah,
well, I think both are wasted as characters.
I don't think it was too much of a waste. I think they could have done more. I mean, one of the things I've talked about a lot, like the Akatsuki left the trail. Like the Akatsuki, like they were impactful in the series because they killed people. Like the other characters from the Kado organization and including Jigen, they barely killed people. I remember when Jigen pulled up to the Hidden Leaf Village and Konohamaru led an attack against Ishiki Otsutsuki and no one died. Bruh, like if that was an Akatsuki member, at least someone's getting packed up. Like Sasori's catching one body at least.
I wonder how much of Jigen is Jigen or as it is Ishiki. Like I know they said it, like I don't know if they said his body was like a carcass, like he was just like dead and it was just like all personalities from Ishiki. But like I wonder if that like him coming into the whole Gage house with his shoes on, I wonder how much of that was Jigen versus Ishiki. You know?
Yeah, I think
like I wonder if like Jigen, the personality was still there in a way.
Oh, I don't think so.
Because he didn't get fully taken over until the end.
Well, not on the surface, because like Jigen was crying, so there's something there. But
Jigen was also talking to his vessel, though. He was like, "You weak vessel," or whatever, or some shit like that. Like he was talking to him, so like that's why I wonder how much personality was Jigen versus Ishiki.
I think that could have been Ishiki.
I think Ishiki, everything you see Jigen do, like in terms of like dialogue and talking, like that's Ishiki. Jigen, he is alive and he was feeling pain after the Naruto Sasuke battle, so he was crying. So like whatever Ishiki was saying, I think Jigen could hear, but I don't think Jigen has ever once manifested in like the modern era. I mean, maybe I don't even think in the flashbacks he even spoke. So yeah, we've just never heard from Jigen or like got his perspective on things. But we do know he can hear and bear witness to what's happening. You would assume, otherwise Ishiki calling him like pathetic or for crying wouldn't make sense. But yeah, something like that.